I got about 4 minutes right now up in my hills. I call it the Savior. I'm gonna drop this 4-minute video, and this, always remember, this is not to crush anyone. This is I'm speaking strictly from experiences right now. I'm always talking to some friends. We always discussing little things back and forth. But let's talk about the power of a woman real quick. I got sisters, family members. Some are very correct and some are very incorrect. I always tell my partners, I tell my sons, you know, if you're gonna be with a woman, make sure that it's love. Make sure that you got, or no, if you're friends, just keep it that way. If it's love possibility, you know, find out and make sure that it's real. And never underestimate the power of a woman, and never run around, you know, thinking or calling yourself like I'm a player, because you can't compete with the playness of a woman. You can't compete with the player of a woman. Anytime a human being on the planet that we called Earth, come with me for a minute. Think about the power this is, the power this has. Anytime you can throw on a dress and walk 10 blocks, and by the time you get to the 10th block, you have cars pulling over offering you money for sex for your body. And the opposite of this person, of this human being, call himself the player. You can't compete with a woman when it comes to that. I tell my sons that all the time. So when you get with somebody, just make sure that it's love, or try to do your best. And if you got to do some working on yourself, do some working on yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And don't let nobody convince you or try to tell you that you're not working on yourself. When you know you are, because people mistake you and what you're doing to gain understanding from how life works. They'll use every bit of it against you. They'll use every trial and tribulation you go through against you if you're not careful. They'll use every failure against you. They'll use every win against you. When you have people in your life like that, you know, sometimes these people just don't know no better. So you have to really encourage yourself to be encouraged throughout the journey. And sometimes that's what it mean. That's what I mean when I say a lot of times you have to do it by yourself. Back to the power of a woman. Now, I'm not putting anybody in the dirt, because there's so many beautiful, beautiful women on the planet, and you meet them, and a lot of the times dudes don't talk to them. I mean, you know, it just happens like that. I've met some beautiful women, man. I've met some beautiful people, period. Not to say it was all about a sexual relationship. It's just the personality of these people was amazing. And a lot of the times they were single. But real beautiful personality. So I'm not putting anybody in the dirt right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm running out of time on this. But I just wanted to say that, you know, I've known women they got this thing that, you know, put the man out, and I've known women in different parts of the family that has provoked men to leave and then turned around and played the victim because they gone. Forced them out forced them. I mean, you can say things to people and they either better get out of your face or it's going to be trouble. So be blessed. Keep your head up and watch out.